All right, Malcolm, lay back. Lay back, sir. Okay, he's not going to lay back. Well, anyways, hello, everybody. Welcome back to the CMT, the Country Music Tea, a country music pop culture podcast. I'm your host, Maddie. We are missing our beloved, yet hated, more on that in a minute, other co-host, Frank. He could not be with us today because he clearly doesn't care about us, but it's fine, whatever. We've got my son, Malcolm Michael Alley, who is very enthralled in Miss Rachel right now. Truly his second mother, maybe even his first mother at times. But he's going to be joining us today and giving his opinion, his hot takes, you know, because the people have voiced their opinion that his opinion matters most. So he'll give us some opinions on the tea that's going on in country music today. Little update on my life. Clearly my son is here, so you're wondering, why is your son here? Don't have childcare anymore. Can I talk about this? I feel like I can talk about it. We had to fire our nanny, which I've never fired someone before, but when it comes to your kid, like, I'll fire people all day, apparently. But yeah, it was not the vibe. So now I'm just momming, a working mother, like no drama. Like, I do what you gotta do. I got spit up on me. I have crazy allergies, although I did have the most romantic buffalo chicken wrap for lunch today. And I was sitting there thinking about it because I had time. He was asleep. I was, making love to this chicken wrap. And I was like, there is nothing, no meal, no ingredient that anyone could give me that is better than a buffalo chicken wrap. Period. I'm talking about that steak, that Wagyu steak, whatever it's called, that the cows, they only drink beer and wine and eat, only grass, and they're massaged. You couldn't be oh, here's a Wagyu, whatever it's called. I'd be like, no, I want a chicken wrap, a buffalo chicken wrap. It's just the epitome of class, the epitome of luxury, the epitome of taste. And if you don't like a buffalo chicken wrap, you're a loser, except if you're vegan, like our producer Kyle. So he would want maybe a buffalo tofu wrap with a tortilla without egg in it, of course. So yeah, it's been a little hectic in my life, but that buffalo chicken wrap, it held me. It wrapped me in its arms and just took me away to a magical place. So we're podcasting with the baby today, and it really fits because today's podcast is titled Country Music's Baby Fever, because something happened a couple months ago. Something was in the air because there's a lot of pregnancy announcements going on. So I don't know what people were doing a couple months ago, but they weren't outside taking a walk. That's all I know. So we're going to do a little weekly roundup episode today. Just go through a couple stories, things that's going on in the country music world. Just keep it light. No scandals today. The world is dark enough. It's beautiful outside here in Nashville, Tennessee. So we're just going to keep it light. We're going to keep it airy. And we're going to keep it positive. Don't expect that for long, but today is a positive episode. So, first story, which made me extremely emotional, I'm not going to lie. Via Taste of Country, Granger Smith is leaving country music for ministry. So, a little surprising, but also not surprising at all. After 11 studio albums, the singer has decided that he will hang up his artist hat and pursue a new career in ministry. He will conclude his music career with his previously announced Like a River tour that kicks off this month, and it is named after his 3-year-old son that he lost in a drowning accident in 2019. After Rivers' death, the singer and his wife Amber threw themselves into the work of transforming their tragedy into purpose and raising awareness on water safety for parents everywhere. So Smith, he's currently working towards a master's degree in ministry, which I think is crazy cool, because he's taking this terrible, terrible incident that happened in his life and turning it into something positive, which is going to be a loss for the country community, because he did have great music and he was very entertaining. But I think he's going to be doing good and helping people and parents everywhere. So Malcolm, any thoughts? He only cares about his YouTube video. I swore I was never going to be the YouTube mom. I was like, oh my gosh, you see the iPad kids. I will never give my kids screen time. Nope. Sorry. He's an iPad baby. He's an iPhone baby. He's an iMac baby. He is, a Sidekick baby. He is a Palm Palette baby. Anything that's got a screen, locked in. So maybe he'll be in tech, right? An entrepreneur. Okay, story number 2. You know that the country music news is slow when we're talking about Kelsea Ballerini's Diarrhea, but we're going to talk about it because I've never felt so seen by her. And this is basically called the KBT, not the CMT. It's the Kelsea Ballerini T. So we're worried, is she getting divorced? Is she getting diarrhea? Which one is it? Is it both? Do they have anything to do with each other? Maybe. So Kelsea Ballerini powers through a show despite food poisoning. Oof, we've all been there. Are you okay? Do you have food poisoning? Let me get you your little binky. Okay. Anyways, during a stop in Wilkes-Barre Township, Pennsylvania on Saturday night, the singer made an announcement to the audience that she was going to be fighting against the odds after suffering from food poisoning. As she geared up to play, Ballerini warned the crowd that she wasn't quite in top form. Quote, "I was hungry and I had some Trader Joe's chicken dumplings," she explained in a fan-filmed video during the show. And they were, well, there was something wrong. ... Oof. She said, "And I need you to know that I had an intimate relationship today with the bathroom. I have a trash can backstage for me because things have been very touch and go." So I think what this story is really telling us is that Kelsea Ballerini has diarrhea just like you, just like me. And I just wonder, I've always been like, what happens if an artist is performing and a bug flies in their mouth, or they have to sneeze or cough or something during a song? I've never thought about what if they just started projectile vomiting out into the crowd. Like, there was a clip of Justin Bieber. He did throw up once at a show. So there was that. But could you imagine, like, you're just watching Kelsea Ballerini, Miranda Lambert, and they just have diarrhea on stage? Sometimes those country girls, they're wearing shorts, they're wearing skirts, they're wearing white jeans. God forbid. Oof. That would not be good at all. But yeah, the news is a little slow this week, so I guess we're going to talk about Kelsey's diarrhea. But the stars, man, they're just like us, the country stars. They have diarrhea. And this is an opportunity, in my opinion. She could get a sponsorship. She could get maybe like a Pepto-Bismol, collab. It's pink, and she loves like the pink girly vibes. So I don't know, Kelsea, call me if you need some PR advice, because we could come up with something. We can salvage this. All right. Story 3. The reason why we're all here, something that I thought we had to talk about, was the baby boom of 2023, particularly in Nashville. Everybody and their brother is having a baby. And honestly, we're in the South, so people are probably having babies with their brothers. Who knows? But this is who is having a baby right now in country music. Luke Combs and his wife, Nicole, they're having a boy. All right. And you know what? It's kind of interesting because it was like, I had a boy, I had a baby, and now everyone's having a baby. It just seems like a little too coincidental. Like, they're like a little obsessed with me. Like, okay, we get it. Luke Combs and his wife, Nicole, boy. Russell Dickerson and Kaylee Dickerson, boy. Josh Osborne and Lucy Silvas, they had twins a little bit ago, and they just finally got to bring them home from the NICU. So iconic, amazing, so happy. Maddie from Maddie and Tay, having a boy. A girl named Maddie, interested in country music, giving birth to a baby boy. I don't know. There's too many stars lining up where at some point it's on purpose. Like, I don't believe in a coincidence like that. Making sure he's not falling over. And then the news on everybody's lips, Clay Walker and his wife, they're expecting a girl. So at least it's original. At least they said, spice it up a little bit. We're going to have a girl, because everyone else is clearly just trying to come for me, trying to steal my brand. And having a baby boy, like, get your own personality, get your own identity. It's not that hard. And then breaking news, Morgan Wallen is expecting another baby. It's not confirmed. I didn't read it anywhere, but like, he probably impregnated someone this weekend. Like, let's be real. So that could be fact, that could be fiction, that could be a prediction, that could just be whatever you want it to be. But he probably did impregnate somebody, some sorority sister, somewhere. Maybe in Alabama. I think that's where he was when he was going crazy, but that's really it. It was a slow week. Clearly, we're talking about Clay Walker's baby. we're talking about Kelsea Ballerini's diarrhea. Actually, I'm just assuming that it was diarrhea. Maybe she was just throwing up a lot, but from personal experience, I don't know. She said she had an intimate relationship with the bathroom, which to me, and this is personal, I don't throw up in toilets. Like, that is a no-go. I have had food poisoning. I've had morning sickness. Like, you will not catch me throwing up in a toilet. I would rather just like throw up down my shirt than throw up into a toilet. That's disgusting. There's splashback. There's all things like people, when I see like in movies and people that they've got their arms over the toilet and they're like throwing up, like, no, would never be me. I'm telling you, I've had the worst food poisoning. Me and my husband's first Valentine's Day together, I literally got the worst food poisoning. I'm not gonna lie, it was coming out of both ends and he had to help me. And I was sweating bullets. I was white as a ghost. And did I throw up in the toilet? Nope. I made it work. Was I sitting on the toilet? Yeah. I made it work because that's just disgusting. So I don't trust you if you throw up in a toilet, basically, is what I'm saying. But yeah, that's the CMT for the week, you know. We'll be back next week. We're going to cover a scandal. So we kept it positive. We kept it light. We kept it, you know, diarrhea duty vibes today. But just get ready next week because we are covering a very juicy topic. Malcolm, any parting words? Nope, he's caught up in Miss Rachel. So thank you guys so much for listening to the CMT. Please follow us on all platforms. That's our TikTok. That's our Instagram. LinkedIn, if you want to follow us on there. Like, you know, it's just popping off. Content coming out on LinkedIn. So you can find us everywhere and anywhere. But all right, have a good week, guys. Bye.